So being a good neighbour, part of that is being responsible for your actions. So we are conscious that things like our water drawdown, the fracking of wells, that creates a lot of concern in the community. So part of our responsibility is to make sure we minimise the impact of that. We use the very best technology, and we're conscious that we educate and explain to people what we're doing, why we're doing it, and the impact we expect that to have.
I believe in my position and the role we are playing in the community, it's an education and an ongoing education of exactly what we are trying to achieve, and alongside that an understanding of how the landholders are trying to operate as well. I've been in this role for a few years now, and I have witnessed a huge improvement in interaction directly with the business and landholders at a ground level, and that's the key to it all, I think, is getting on at a grassroots level and understanding their operation and how our objectives can fit in and around that to achieve coexistence.
For me, the biggest single indicator of progress with the community has really been the fact that we're now solving problems together. Once upon a time, 18 months ago, we just got problems handed to us. QGC, you fix it, it's your problem. Now we've actually got the communities engaged. Well, we've got this issue, how can we solve it together? As somebody who was born in Chinchilla, that's what I value. I value working with the community, and I see that we just are becoming just another integral part of the entire community of the Strat Basin, and that's really how I see us going forward together. So people in the communities have numerous ways in which they can find information. They can go through the probably dry way of getting on the website, and that way they can get fact sheets. However, we've got offices in both Wandoan, Chinchilla and in Gladstone where they can go in and meet face-to-face with one of our representatives. We've also got regional consultative committees whereby the minutes are published, they know who their representatives are, they can go and get a question there. These are the ways in which people can interact with us. They can also go through the community information line. More than likely we'll send somebody out to visit them and explain to them, or they can go on a field trip.
Well, our field staff and community engagement staff are in regular contact with community members. So we've got community engagement mechanisms set up, community committees which meet regularly. Our field staff are often out talking to local people. They live and work in the community, so they're community members as well. So there's very strong relationships being built and formed out in the community. So I think they get a lot of regular feedback. And they're our eyes and ears on the ground, so we like to hear from them.
I guess really the great thing about community relations is it's all about people, it's all about community. So a lot of our time is spent, a lot of the team's time is spent out and about talking to community members and working with community members to try and see what else in the community can be achieved.